Look, I suppose, Gavin, they haven't been too bad. They've been interrupted slightly, we say, with the leaving cert or the junior cert that was on. There was a bit of break. We didn't get together ourselves anyway until a couple of weeks ago. But look, since that, I suppose the preparations have gone well. We've had big numbers of training. We've got a nice group of the hurlers, we've a nice group of the senior footballers, and then we've a nice few lads that we've brought through to the club lads, and there's a nice team building there.
Absolutely. I suppose it hasn't been difficult this time of year. There's so much going on as well, and fellas are busy with their clubs, and there's leaving cert, and then the lads on the hurling, which I suppose it's good that you can still get those dual players, I suppose.
Yeah, look, I think this year they changed the format and they changed the dates, and I think bringing it, I suppose, too late a part of the year, I don't think it has worked, and I think most counties will agree with that. It hasn't worked. It's strange for us to be running off the two under-20s, whether it be hurling and football, over a weekend between the two of them. I think they really have to push the football back, I think, to early on in the year, back to February and March, and run off that championship before any of the leading cert kicks in, and then maybe run the under-20 hurling on after it. I think it'll benefit everybody, it'll benefit the dual players, and I think it'll be a better tournament overall for it.
Absolutely. Now, I know you took part in the Andrew Gordon Cup as well, the pre-season competition, and those preparations, Waterford probably just using that as trials. The results probably weren't really favourable, but it was, I suppose, difficult, to get full squads for those games. Yeah,
absolutely. We used them as training games. That was it, really. We had large numbers very interested in being part of the squad early on. They got their games, I think, against Wexford, against Carlow, and against Laois. And from that, I think about maybe 10 or 12 players came through. As I said earlier, the seniors came on. But they were important tournaments. It was important to see lads got a fair shot at it as well. And we found a few players on the way.
Absolutely. Clare Tuesday night, I think they played Clare Minor a couple of years ago, and Clare overturned Waterford and Ennis, but I suppose they're a team Waterford probably never feared at any age group, maybe minor, under 20 or senior.
No, I think the 15 lads that go out and the panel won't have any fear of Clare. Clare have a lot of work done. We've done a bit of work in the background about Clare, and they're together a good 5 or 6 months now at this stage. There was a good few of them part of the Clare senior team, which are out again. I don't know, is it this weekend? That are having a good run, had a good league again in Division 2, and are having a good run in the championship. So I'm sure them lads that are part of that squad will become down very confident. But look, it won't be easy. We're at home. We're in Dungarvan. We're going to do our best to make it very difficult for Clare. We're going to do our very best to reach our potential, to reach our ability, to work on a few things that we've worked on, to implement our game plan. And I suppose if we can bring a bit of that to the table, I think confidence will grow in the squad as the game goes on. And it's key that we're thereabouts as the game progresses.
Absolutely. And you alluded to the senior lads there who were part of Benji's team this year, and just spoke to Stephen Curry there and Sean Whelan Barrett, who are the joint captains, and hopefully they can carry that senior experience, I suppose, into this game now Tuesday night.
Yeah, like every team, you're looking for your leaders, and it's great to have them to look on. Sean Whelan Barrett, after a really good first year campaign with the seniors, young Corcoran is after coming into our squad as well, fantastic player and has a great eye for goal. So there is that. I suppose there is that quality in our side, and collectively it's getting that out of them, on Tuesday night.
Absolutely, and hopefully a good large crowd as well here Tuesday night. It's a home venue for Waterford football teams that haven't been probably well supported at this age group the last couple of years, but hopefully a good home crowd on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I suppose, look, in football in Waterford in general, it struggles to get big crowds, hopefully it'll be a nice evening, people want to pop over, have a look at it, but look, there's work being put into this squad. We're coming into the game, I suppose, hopeful, of a really good performance, to see where that takes us. It'd be nice if a big crowd to get behind us, to support us, absolutely, Gavin, but I think ultimately, I suppose, with the team, we're going to just work on ourselves, make sure we're right for the night, and they're going to give the best possible performance they can.
Is it just kind of getting that good start and staying in the game for as long as you can? There is good talent in that squad, and if you're in that game with 10 minutes to go, who knows what could happen on the night?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we have to be very cautious in our approach early on in the game, right? We don't know what to expect from Clare. This is our first time with this probably team squad going out into a game. We don't know a lot about ourselves at this stage, right? And that's been straight. So we have to be cautious early on in the game. We have to stay within the game. We have to work on our qualities. We got to move the ball really well. We've got to tackle really hard when we don't have it. We've got to manage the space. We know all the things we have to do, but it all depends on the night itself. Will the guys bring this to the table? They're going to be asked that. We're going to be expecting it. We're going to be demanding it. And I'm sure if they do bring it, they have the quality up front and with the quality in the backs to hold Clare out and to put in a good performance.
And finally then, if we could put in a performance and get over the line to be massive, I think the minor footballers beat Clare earlier on the year. They're the only team with a championship win this year, and the senior footballers had a good campaign. This would be another massive boost for football if you could get a win on Tuesday night.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, football, it's needing boosts like this, I think, in Waterford. You know, it's a great game. It's played really well. There's a lot of effort being put into it at senior level. You know, there's an effort going in again on the underage side of things, again in the under 14s, under 15s. You know, I think there's been a few years there where maybe not so much was put in, but these lads now, a few lads have come through. It's important that we work with them. It's important that we can get a run at it. It's important that we can keep bringing true quality footballers, keep bringing true footballers all the time, and keep promoting the game in Waterford. And let's not forget it. It's a big game, it's a big part of the GAA, and there's a lot of big support in Waterford for football.
Great stuff. Wish you the very best luck, Tuesday night.
Thank you, Gavin.